Amelia Bassano was William Shakespeare. She was the songwriter, she was the ghostwriter behind the number one album in European literature. American English literature, she was the pioneer for. But because she was a black woman, she had to hide her face from the real world so that the message could still be spread. William Shakespeare never left England. But yet he has plays like The Merchant of Venice that shows a deep local knowledge of Italy. Amelia's family were the Bassanos of Venice. She was from Venice. She grew up in a household and stepped into Vietnamese geography and Jewish Italian culture, which is why she was able to bring the knowledge of the Merchant of Venice to show her deep love for Italy. Shakespeare never left England, so how would he know that? Amelia's family were Sephardic Jews from Morocco, which means they were Berber Jews, indigenous North Africans. During their Inquisition, they fled Morocco to Venice, and then they left Venice to go to London. In the 1500s, Moroccan Jews were a multi-ethnic group connected to the Western African trade routes, meaning they were often dark-skinned. The London royal records show that her father and her uncles were explicitly described as black men or black Moors, Moors meaning black. This wasn't a metaphor, it was a physical description used by the English to distinguish them from the white population. One specific legal testimony even refers to the Bassano family as a little black man. Shakespeare's Dark Lady poem sonnets match Amelia's perfectly. The author describes a woman as dun, brownish tan, her hair as black wires. In the 16th century, black wires was a common way to describe coarse textured or afro-textured hair. They didn't lay flat like Europeans' hair. That's why he was able to describe a black woman so profusely, because herself, Amelia was describing herself. Let's talk about the music mastery behind William Shakespeare. He has plays that highly use technical music metaphors that only a professional could write. Emilia was born into the most famous family of the royal court musicians in England at the time. To her, music theory was a first language. To the guy from Stratford, it was a mystery. In the play Othello, the character named Amelia gives a famous speech about the woman having the same rights and desires as men. This mirrors the poetry Amelia Bassano published under her own name. She was the first woman in England to publish original poetry. She already had the writer DNA inside of her. Because she was a Moor, Othello is a first Western play to center on the psychological plane of a black man. A white man in Stratford would see a Moor as a stranger because he cannot relate from his white patriarchal standpoint. For Amelia, who's Moroccan, her families were outsiders in London. That pain